Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Wayne Walker again. This week's discussion post is Thomas Jefferson's legacy. Thomas Jefferson's legacy in 5 minutes or less. That in itself is a challenge. Thomas Jefferson has an impressive resume in the founding of America as a free nation. Um, Thomas Jefferson was born in Shadwell, Virginia in 1743, received a proper, or perhaps much better education than most children of his age, studying Latin, Greek, and French. Jefferson went on to study several subjects during his 2 years, 1760 to 1762, at College of William Mary at the age of 17. Much of Jefferson's time at William Mary was spent under the tutelage of Dr. William Small. After his 2 years at William Mary, Jefferson went on to study law under George Wythe for the next 5 years. Jefferson was eventually admitted into the Virginia bar in 1767. Jefferson was elected to the House of Burgesses in 1769, where he served until he was selected to serve the Continental Congress in 1775. In 1776, Jefferson was part of a committee assigned by Congress to draft a Declaration of Independence from Britain. The committee, composed of John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Roger Sherman, Robert R. Livingston, and of course Thomas Jefferson, who completed a majority of the draft on June. I'm sorry, they completed the draft on June 28, 1776, but Jefferson did most of the work, as we know. 4th of July, I'm sorry, on 4 July 1776, the draft was accepted and signed by the Continental Congress. Later in 1776, Jefferson was elected to the Virginia House of Delegates. In 1777, Jefferson drafted Bill number 82, a bill for establishing religious freedom, better known as the Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom, which did not pass and ultimately passed until 1786 after much debate. The final paragraph of the bill explains its main concepts. Quote, "We, the General Assembly of Virginia, do enact that no man shall be compelled to frequent or support any religious worship, place, or ministry whatsoever, nor shall be enforced, restrained, molested, or burthened in his body or goods, nor shall otherwise suffer on account of religious opinions or belief, but that all men shall be free to profess and by argument to maintain their opinions in matters of religion, and that the same shall in no wise diminish, enlarge, or affect their civil capacities." In 1778, Jefferson drafted Bill of More General Diffusion of Knowledge. In this proposed bill, Jefferson basically sought to secularize education, which was heavily controlled by denominational forces, and established an elementary public school system. Jefferson viewed education as a civic, political, and social instrument. According to Gutek 1995, implicit in this proposal were the following presumptions. Republican government requires an educated and literate citizenry. 2. Education should fulfill a civic or political function rather than a religious one. 3. The state properly has an educational responsibility. And 4. A democratic society should provide educational opportunities for both the common person and the gifted leader. Jefferson went on to serve as Virginia's second governor, following one of my favorite American founders, Patrick Henry, from 1779 to 1781. Jefferson would later become an elected delegate to Congress in 1783, Commissioner and Minister to France 1784, 1789, served as the very first United States Secretary of State 1790 to 1793, Vice President of the United States under President John Adams 1797 to 1801. Jefferson would then move on to serve as America's third president in 1801 to 1809. During his time as president, Jefferson would oversee the Louisiana Purchase and the expedition to the Pacific Coast and back of Lewis and Clark. Thomas Jefferson, one could say, has a full and productive life and has probably the best political and leadership resumes of any of our founders. However, I must agree with Jefferson's pick of the three things that he was able to leave and give to the public to the people as his legacy. Author of the Declaration of Independence, author of the Statute of Virginia for Religious Freedom, and the founder and father of the University of Virginia. Thank you.